Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video, I will be 1v1ing a member of my community who is currently Diamond. In this 1v1, I will not be using many mechanics. I'll be just applying the same strategies I've discovered other high-level 1v1 players use, and I'll break down my thought process and everything. And after the 1v1, I will be watching the replay back from his perspective and giving more in-depth advice on what to do against a player that's higher level, maybe even the same rank, and how you as a Diamond player, or even if you're a little bit lower rank, you can improve. So if you are interested in maybe potentially playing against me, then make sure to join my community. I put the Discord link in the description below. I also host free classes every single Saturday. And yeah, you can get the chance to play against me. Maybe, next time I'll do champ. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright. So I need to figure out like how to make my kickoffs. So there I'm trying to force, I'm making him uncomfortable. So I'm always looking to bump him. Like if he's ahead of me, I'm always gonna look to bump him. Just so I force him to do exactly what I wanted him to do there, which is jump. If he jumps, then like I can take possession, I can still boost. If he doesn't jump, I bump him, right? So since he jumped there, now I have boost, I can take the ball back. Right, I can reset my, so he's on the right side, so I want to go to the left side. Go to the opposite side as him. And then put on a shot here, see how he defends it. That's fine. So again, another heavy shot, want him to do the same thing, jump high, and force him to do something. So he actually didn't jump for that, that was actually well played from him. So at the time he doesn't jump, I can go for a bump. Right, so if he doesn't jump, I can look for bumps. And as long as he's in the air and I'm on the ground, I can still boost. Oh, he almost. So the reason why I fake challenger was because his nose was pointing super aggressively. So it's all about how his nose is. Nice. He's going in, so I want to be more passive. Again here, like, as I have the ball, I'm not looking at the ball. I'm looking at like where he's at, what he's doing, where his nose is at. Now I'm push quick shot. So he actually played that really well. I knew that wasn't gonna go in because he was facing towards his own goal. So again here, I have the ball. I'm gonna look at where his nose is. So since he's on the left side, I want to go more to the right side here, and then try to shoot behind him. So you want to shoot the opposite of your opponent's momentum. So since he was on the left side, I want to hit it to the left side. So even if he makes a save, he has no momentum to carry on. So I can either take the ball back again or just bump him. Nice. So I'm low boost here. I don't want to be too greedy and look to try to dive in for boost. As long as I stay grounded, I don't fake challenges, the ball will eventually come to me. Oh. Wait. Okay, so he does get the boost, but as long as I'm playing over pads, I can create something here. See how he deals with it. So he doesn't jump. It's fine. So if he doesn't jump here, I'm going to force him to jump. Oh, that wasn't it, unfortunately. By literally just driving into him. So main thing is I'm forcing him to jump. If he doesn't, I'm bumping him. If he jumps, I use that time that he's using to recover to gather more boost and take the ball back. So here he jumps, I can take the ball back now. Oh, good bump from him. Recovery. So I want to pick up pads again. Since I'm in defense, he has control over the boost. The main thing is I don't want him to get boost. I don't want him to keep pressure me by having boost control. So if I'm in defense and he has picked up a couple hundreds in my half, I just have to maintain boost and make sure like I'm not overcommitting. Oh, try. So there again, like kind of capitalized on his mistake for going for the 100 boost. That's a benefit of putting on shots early, is like when you put on shots early, your opponent has no time to like recover and gain 100 boost, which makes it more ideal for you because now you can use that time to start your pressure. Alright, so since he's on the right side, I'm going to go more to the left, go to the opposite side, put on a shot to the right side of him. So now, like, even though he saves that shot, I completely slow down his momentum. So that's the benefit of hitting it to the oh, I almost missed. That's the benefit of hitting it to the same side as your opponent, is when they have no momentum, that just means like they can't make a quick play because they have to slow down completely. So if you force them to slow down quickly and you force them to make a heavy touch, that's perfect for you because again, like all of one's is boost control and ball possession. So here his nose is pointing aggressively. I knew he was going to challenge just because of his nose, right? So if I can't see him, I'm going to look at where his nose is. Like, so here again, like he's actually doing a good job of hiding it here because he's staying close, but also facing backwards. and he's a more 45. I kind of messed up there. Oh my gosh. So here again, I want to see where he's at. So since he's facing towards the play, I have to be really careful how I go in. Since he's facing backwards, that's fine. I want to be more passive. Again, just forcing him. Oh, try. Yeah, literally all I'm doing is just shooting it high, forcing him to make bad touches, and then when he uses boost to get a bad touch, he's just gonna hit the ball back into me. So, and as long as I don't overcommit, so as long as I don't like go for a play where I can recover from, I have full control. So a big mistake a lot of players make is like they just fully dive into their plays in offense, but you actually want to do the opposite a lot of the time, because it's all about like who's in the air most of the time and who's on the ground. Whoever's on the ground usually is the one who sustains the most amount of pressure. So again, like putting on a heavy shot, forcing him to use boost. I fake this. Want to hit it to the same side as like where he's at. So if he's near post, I want to hit the ball near post. If he's far post, I want to hit the ball far post. Because again, I want to slow down his momentum. Should be fine. So the thing is like if I have low boost here, I don't want to stay around, because the longer I stay around, the more I'm gonna overcommit. Try. So the more I'm gonna overcommit, the closer I stay, the more I'm gonna overcommit. So it's really important that I stay grounded and I maintain, you know, most of the boost I have. I don't use it excessively. So here, gonna pick a pass. You're gonna see where he's at. I fake this. Nice. Let's watch the replay back here, and yeah, see if we can, you know, give some advice. If you are playing against a player like me or someone who's higher ranked, you know, plays the same strategies. So one thing here is like you can slow down here, you know, like you have the advantage. So in this case, like you have the full advantage, because if I go in for this ball, well, one, the angle does not favor me at all, right? So if I go in, like the ball's just gonna go back to you, right? And as long as you stay grounded, as long as you don't flip into this, like the ball's just gonna come back to you, and then you can take this ball back and then go all the way into your half again. You know, you don't have to like you don't have to rush into this. You can take your time. You have the advantage, so you're in full control here, really. And then yeah, here want to, you know, don't give up too much space. So honestly, like if you notice someone who's starting their play, unless they can, like, they're really good with their flicks and they're really quick, you can just stay close here. Like you can stay close to this ball, and like I will not be able to get like this pop right here. You know, if I get this pop and you're over here, like you're instantly gonna punish this. So let's say I don't get this pop, you stay close here, you'll just be able to get like a 50. The ball will go into the corner, maybe even middle, and you have like there's no really way you can lose this. You know, the thing you're gonna avoid is me getting this pop and me starting my play. So don't be afraid to stay close. You know, slow down and then stay close. I think that's the biggest thing. And then yeah, you could challenge her at any point, because what I'm doing is not too threatening, and also I'm driving straight at you. Like when your opponent drives straight at you, you can really just like you could just really go in, like backflip challenge. You'll see pros do this all the time. They'll like stay close here. They'll like do like these little like hesitant movements, and then they'll just backflip into the wall. You know, so here you could just backflip, and like I'm like the ball's gonna go past me every time. You know, and then look, I mean, you challenge there, right? You challenge there. But like you could for sure drive through this. Like you can for sure like flip into this, you know, go through it, and you know, carry momentum through. Good challenge though. Nice. Nice. So that's all played. So now you want to maintain your boost. Maybe look to bump there. So like don't be afraid. So when you guys are going through, like, don't be afraid to drive behind your opponent and look to bump, you know? Because you're going to either force them to jump. If they don't jump, you bump them. If they jump, then they're probably not going to be able to make a good play on the ball. So if they don't make a good play on the ball, you can sit behind them, maybe take the ball back. Or, you know, you can just make it awkward. But now you're letting me literally do like a full 180, do like a power slide turn, you know what I mean? So like, that's why you want to stay close, stay behind me, you know, right when you're in my half, and hold on to boost, main thing. So here again, like just close the space, you know, close the space. Don't be afraid to, you know, close in, go in for like a backflip challenge, and it's gonna be so difficult for me. Don't overthink it. Stay close, you know, don't let me get like those little pops. And yeah, so here with the angle, like in this case, you never want to follow the ball, right? So you always want the ball to come to you, and a lot of time the ball will come to you. So if the ball is like somewhere here-ish, the ball will 100% always roll into you, because that's where your opponent's trying to get. For them to score on you, they have to go around. So why not just meet them at like this like middle line right here, where like you're going over here, you know what I mean? So sure. So kind of mess up the kickoff. It's okay. Like sometimes if you mess up the kickoff, just make sure that like don't pre-jump. Like if it's a good player, they're just gonna fake this, right? They're gonna fake this. You're gonna pre-jump. You're gonna fly past it. So if you mess up a little, like don't panic jump. You know, don't panic jump. Like if you get scored on, you get scored on, but just don't panic jump too much. Nice. So here again, like that's fine. It's fine to go back here because you're low boost, right? If you stay in their half, low boost, the longer you're gonna overcommit for. Same thing here. Like just close the space. Like you can 100% go in for this. Like if I haven't like if I haven't done like a quick flick, you can 100% just go in and like punish me for like these little pops. These pops are not threatening at all. Like seriously, they're not. So you stay close. You go in for an early challenge. There's nothing I can do. There's not much I can do. Okay, so now I take it back. This is a little bit like more difficult. This is something that Diaz does really well, where he stays behind the ball. He takes the ball all the way back to start his play all over again. So that's something he does really well. In this case, you know, you just want to hold on to boost, see what type of play I'm making. I get like a heavy touch out. That's fine. The main thing here though is like you want to stay behind, right? You want to stay behind the ball. So as soon as you see the ball going in front of you like that, right? As soon as you see it going back, like when your nose starts going like this, just start boosting backwards, right? Start boosting backwards. Just get behind the ball. Like don't be in front of it, don't be under it. Just go behind. Because when you're behind, you can at least get a good 50 with it. Okay, so again here, like nothing too threatening. I'm not doing anything too threatening. Like, yeah, I'm making these like little slight cuts and everything, but it's like I'm not like the ball is still pretty grounded. You know, the ball is still like low on the ground. So all you could do is like literally slow down. If you don't want to challenge this, just hold your position like that. Just hold your position, right? Just hold on. Just stay here, hold on, and then force me to flick it. If I don't flick it, I just bump into you. I run into you. Okay, nice. So here, want to maintain boost, want to pick up pads. Nice. Take the 100, see what I'm doing. Right. So since I'm on the left side, this is good. I like how you went to the right side. And I mean, you put on a good shot. So here, want to, yeah. So don't want me to get like the pads. That's why it's really good. As you become better, you're not just looking at the field, but you're also like hearing what's going on the field, right? So that's why it's important to have game audio on. Back then, if you guys used to watch some pros, and when they would play, they would have no game audio because like some people were so good that like people just didn't demo that much either. Like people didn't demo that much that you could just, you know, play off of complete awareness and everything. But nowadays, like any clue you can get, any advantage you can get, especially if you get better, you need to use that to your advantage. So next time, like you can, you know, listen to car audio, and if you hear me boosting in like that, just like start flipping, right? Just don't your main concern is not the ball, not like anything, like not like going back too quickly. Your main concern is to pick up these pads. Don't let me get these pads. If I get these pads and I end up like barely getting it, right? I barely getting it, but this gives me the boost advantage and I stay supersonic and I'm able to, you know, get to the ball a lot quicker. Your main concern is the boost. Like never ever like let your opponent take control of the boost game ever. So important. So nice, that's fine. Nice one to take the mid boost. So I end up kind of bumping and taking the mid boost. So yeah, like that's fine. You put a shot high. Ideally you want me to jump for this, right? You always want your opponent to jump for this. So if you don't force them to jump, what you could do is that you could literally just drive in, right? Just drive in here and then like force him to jump, right? Force him to jump with their bump again, the earlier bump you were going for. Force the player to jump And if they don't jump, you bump them. If they jump, they're not going to get a good touch. And if they don't get a good touch, maybe you can take this ball back. Start your play all over again. Here, too much space. Like, never, guys, never go all the way back, right? Never, like, go all the way back. Pick up pads, stay close, because that won't allow me to do this, right? Like, look at how much space I recognize how much space I have, and look how far away I am from the ball, right? I'm so far away from the ball that, like, I can put on like a powerful shot, even though it wasn't the best, but I can put on like a really good shot because there's so much space in between now. Nice. So nice, you're picking up pads. Now the main thing, distance, right? Too much distance. Now I'm able to literally like do pretty much what I need to, right? So I can go across, I can go to the left, I can put on, I have so much time, I can really, you know, see what type of shot I need to go for. And yeah, I mean, this is always going to be really tough to defend. I don't expect you guys to do this at Diamond or anything, because you do have to, you know, hit the ball with the corner and everything. But once you get GC, SSL, you'll come across these type of shots quite a bit. So it's so important not to give up a lot of space. So there, like, I take the ball back, right? Again, that's completely fine. Just wait for me to, you know, make my play. You're mainly looking for an opportunity to close distance again. So too much distance. If you do end up giving up a lot of distance, it is good to stay patient. The main thing, this is something I actually don't see a lot of people talk about, is you want to stay within like these like within like over here, right? So don't be afraid to go here, right? The best defenders in the world, they're usually like a little bit inside the goal, and then what that does is like it allows them enough time to be able to react to like a lot of shots. So even though you're a little bit further ahead, like, don't be afraid to go a little bit more inside the goal and go for like a more reactionary save. Because the thing is, if you're looking to make a reactive save, you want to give yourself as much time as you can to react, and that a little bit of distance gives you, you know, a little bit of extra more time. So yeah, the biggest thing here is, like, since I am forcing shots high, what you need to do is like don't jump super easily, right? So even though this ball is like on net, like, you can really like take your time and make sure you get a touch that's at least in the corner. Don't let the ball keep coming out mid, right? So for example here, the ball goes out mid, right? The ball went out mid. Let's go back. Again here, the ball went out mid. You don't want the ball to go out mid in defense. You want the ball to be in the corners, and more importantly, you're not stuck on net. Like, you're not stuck on net. You get a touch out into the corner, and you look to, you know, stay behind the ball. I think I like another kickoff goal here. Let's see. Yeah, I have a kickoff goal. I would say, like, here in this case, in a way, like, this is like the same as like a single jump kickoff, right? Like, even though you flip, it's the same thing as single jump. The reason for that is, like, you're not actually flipping into it. You're kind of just like tapping it like in front, but you want to go through it, like flip through the kickoff. That's the main thing. You want to flip through it. Nice. So I mean, there you go. Like, you literally flip through it, and okay. So nice. Yeah. Once you grab the 100, nice. So again, not want to give up much distance. Your opponent ends up giving you the ball for some reason. Nice. Good control. So now with this play, this is a good play, right? But you want to make sure you don't use a lot of boost. Like, don't use a lot of boost, guys. Like, always have some boost left over, because this is what you want to prevent. You want to prevent yourself from going in and then, like, being in the air, having the slowest recovery. Like, dude, in this case, like, any good player will be able to go all the way to the other goal, literally, like, catch the ball, go all the way to the other goal, and then do like 400 circles, you know, because you're still gonna be in the air. So you don't want to recover for that like long. Like, save some boost. Always save like at least 20, maybe not 20, maybe like 15 to 10 boost, because that, like, let's look at this, right? So you had 15 boost. Yeah, you get to the ground a little bit quicker, but like, it does not make that much of a difference, right? That 15-10 boost does not make that much of a difference. You're better off usually using that amount of boost to recover instead, you know? So that's good, right? You follow me across, you don't let me go to the opposite side. It's good. Nice. So here, like, don't be afraid to challenge, right? Like, now, the times you do stay close, you're able to punish my early challenges. Right? Like... And honestly, guys, like, you're... A lot of diamonds, I don't even see them doing kind of like what I'm doing in this case. Like, a lot of them will not be going for this many consistent pops and everything. So you don't even have to come across it. So if you just learn how to defend, like, normally, like, how to shadow defend and everything, kind of like how I'm describing here, you're gonna be, like, perfectly fine. So again here, like, you don't want to get one touch, right? You get a touch into the corner and that's fine, but look what happens, right? I'm not looking to score. Like, this shot will never go in, I know that. I'm looking to get a touch, or looking to force you to make a bad touch, and then while you're in the air, I picked up a small pad. By the time you landed, I picked up a small pad and a 100 pad, and now I have ball possession. I can take the ball back, and I can restart my play. While you've also used a little bit of boost as well, you know? So what you want to do in this case is, like, as you get a touch, stay behind it, right? Stay behind it, hit it more to the corner. You have a lot more time than you think. Seriously, you have so much more time. Like, yeah, you have so much more time. You can literally hit this into the corner, stay behind it, and don't get a heavy touch. If you get a heavy touch, I'll be able to do exactly what I'm doing there. You can drill the ball. Now here again, distance. So again, don't want to get one touch, want to get multiple, and want to stay behind the ball. So I get the boost control, that's fine. Now you want to force me to jump, right? So that's fine. It's not bad. But like, obviously, you know, I do bump, so that was a good play for me. But with your opponent, you want them to force now. Like, you want them to jump on their goal. You don't want them to be able to take the ball back. It's about whoever can make their opponent jump on goal will usually win. Like, honestly, with this type of strategy. So again, I'm forcing you to jump. Don't need to jump for that, even though that was a good shot. So here again, you're looking to get multiple touches, right? So this is going back to the reactionary thing. So like, if you want to give yourself more time to react, so look at how you never want to be this ahead of the goal, right? You never want to be here, because you could be here. You could do the same thing. You could be here. You could be somewhere here, and then, like, you know, go for like more of a save. And like, if you just had more time with that, you probably touched it, right? But you want to get multiple touches with it. And it doesn't have to be super crazy. Like, you can keep the ball into the corner. It does not have to be anything insane. Oh. So okay, here again. This is obviously really awkward. But yeah, like, just waiting for you to land, and then when you land, I can go for bumps. So the main thing, just to kind of summarize some key points here, you want to stay behind the ball, usually, in whatever play you make. What that allows you to do is get strong 50s. Another thing is you want to control the boost game. So don't go all in, make sure that you're never in your opponent's half with 0 boost. Always have 10-15 boost, and then you can use that 10-15 boost to recover. In defense, make sure you're staying behind the ball, and as well, and then you're looking to get multiple touches. So if your opponent is forcing you to jump and make a save, when you make that save, hit it into the corner or keep it close to the wall to where your opponent can't take the ball back. And yeah, keep it close to the wall and corner, and then get multiple touches behind it. And yeah, and the last thing is you want to make sure you're also not giving your opponent a lot of space. So don't just default going back all the way to your own goal. Stay close to the play, and you know, if you have low boost, then you can go back. But if you have, you know, good amount of boost, stay close to the play. You know, because you have that extra boost to recover and get back quickly if you need to, if they decide to make a quick play. Yeah, hope this helps.